Hey guys, Mr. Allergy Boy here. I drove like a couple hours to watch Terrifier 3, which I originally was not going to do. Just gonna wait till it came out on like, Blu-ray or something. But I decided I was just gonna go do it. It's almost Halloween, so why not? And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy that I did. Now, Terrifier 3 is way different than what Terrifier 1 was with the original staple of this character. Art is the exact same from Terrifier 1 to Terrifier 3. However, they have added a lot of different elements in Terrifier 2 and 3. They actually started making a story, which I don't really care for as much. Like, Lauren Lavera is a very good actress, and I'm glad she's getting recognition for that, because she's, I would say, a pretty big staple of horror right now. Because while the plot most of the time didn't really work for me, I did enjoy seeing her on screen. Her acting is really good. She brings a really good vibe to the movie. Now, there's a lot of things that I like in this movie, and I kind of got what I paid for. I mean, it's just a slasher, but I gotta say, I do have a good amount of issues with this movie. I mean, like I mentioned, Art is the exact same character as he's been from Terrifier 1, and I think that that's good. I'm glad that they kept the same formula that made Terrifier 1 really good, and I'm glad that it's carried over. But the plot, and I hate to say this, the editing is the main issue with these movies. Now, funny enough, as I'm saying this, Damien Leone actually said that no one wants 2-hour-long movies anymore, and all the fans were wanting like an hour and a half, and that's actually true. That's exactly what I was wanting. I don't think there should be a movie that's 2 hours long, especially when it comes to Terrifier 3. I think it throws off the pace of the movie entirely when the movie is way too long, especially with the way that Terrifier 3 is set up. It makes the random cuts and random callback scenes just really crazy, and it does not work well with the pacing. Damien Leone, man, you gotta hire some editors. I don't know. I'm all for somebody creating their own content, being a director, and editing your own movie and still out doing DC projects. That's just amazing. But these movies are just way too long, and I understand from an editor's standpoint, when it comes to making a movie, you want to include as much as you can, and you need an unbiased view. It's hard to really cut out parts and scenes, even though it could benefit the movie. It's just hard to, considering that you filmed it and you're editing it. But I'm not saying that he's not a good editor or anything else. I think the movie is cut fine. There is some random scenes that do not have good transitions or anything. It's like I'm watching Spider-Man 1 all over again. No offense to either of those movies, but you know what I mean. But overall, I think this movie is fine. Now, this is where I'm going to get into spoiler territory, so if you don't want to know any spoilers, you probably want to leave, okay? I'll give you like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Okay, let's go. So my biggest issue with this movie entirely was the ending, okay? And I hate to be that type of guy, but the ending actually makes me so frustrated. I don't even know what to say. But after watching Joker and all of that shit, I'm really not, like, mad. Because if you look at the budget and you look at everything this movie is, like, overcame, Joker had promotion, Joker had everything, and it still flopped. Terrifier made way more money, so I'm not going to sit here and criticize. And I mean, you compare that to an amateur budget of, like, I don't even know, like, what, $2 million? It's just crazy to me. Now, as you guys know, there is a very crazy fake out death. We think that the little girl gets killed, or whatever her name is. I can't find it online. Either way, the girl is supposed to be dead. So this whole time, I'm thinking, okay, Jonathan is gonna come through and save everyone. Yeah, no. He's dead. Which to me was just kind of crazy. Okay, and me and my brother, like, we were watching him, we're like, no way this is, like, real. Like, there's no way he just died off screen like that. We put all the pieces together, yeah, he's definitely dead. This movie pisses me off for 2 reasons. Not only just randomly killing a main character like that, but as we were watching it, my movie theater was pretty dead. I was literally telling my brother what was going to happen as it happens. I mean, the entire time I could tell he did not like this movie, which was fine, but we both found it pretty funny that I was calling every single thing that was going to happen as it was happening. It was just so stupid. Like, wow, of course, the present's gonna have the one thing you need to kill Art. And of course, something happens where you can't kill Art last second. What more do they have to do to kill Art? I mean, I'm really wondering. They cut his head off. They stabbed him in the heart. What else is there to kill Art, okay? And that's what I just don't understand. So it makes this movie kind of frustrating, especially when it comes to things like Halloween that did the exact same thing. It's like I'm reliving that all over again. Michael Myers couldn't die forever, but then he gets thrown in a wood chipper and he dies. Yeah, okay. But overall, I still think that Terrifier 3, judging it on the way that it was produced and everything else, I'd say this was like a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad movie. Also, I do want to say my Spider-Man review is coming along pretty well, so that will be out sometime next week. Consider this your Halloween upload. Nah, I'm joking. I'm gonna have a Noble feature flick coming out, but, you know, just wait, okay? So yeah, bye.